Hello, Tim from Fairplay now on the 28th of December 2023. So, how was your Christmas? Hope it was pretty good. You didn't overeat or drink too much or anything like that, because I would be very disappointed in you if you have done that. Never mind that I probably overindulged myself. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit indulgent, I've got to tell you. On Christmas morning, I bought myself a little Christmas present, very extravagant. It cost me a whopping £1.99. So yeah, really pushing the boat out there. And what was this present? Well, it was actually a trial subscription to Iconic, David and Gareth Icke's channel subscription service. So I've been on David's email list rather, for probably getting on for 3 years, if not 3 years plus. And they always go on about Iconic, and it's been one of those things where I've been, should I, shouldn't I, whatever. But I decided to go for it. Because I can always cancel it. I think it's $1.99 for the first month, then it goes up to $7.99 after that. But I can use the first month to have a good old look around, and if I decide I don't want to carry on with it, that's fair enough. But I joined up because I wanted to see his new film, The Dream. He's got a book out by the same name, but he's actually just brought out a film, which is basically a video version of the book. And what a fascinating watch that was. It's about an hour or so long, just over an hour, I think. And there's so many mind-blowing concepts in it. It's quite extraordinary. Not saying I sort of I'm going for all of them or accept all of them. Like anyone else, I don't agree totally with what David says, but I find a lot of his ideas extremely interesting. Quite a lot of them extremely compelling as well. But at the start of this film, I can't remember exactly how he worded the thing, but it was along the lines of being inside the prison walls of normal. Which is such an apt description, isn't it? When you live in the normal mainstream life, you really are in a prison with invisible walls. You're sort of your programming, your education, which involved a lot of programming, believe you me, is basically your prison walls. Your kind of self-censorship. I don't want to speak out and entertain these sort of crazy ideas because people will think I'm crazy. They'll think I'm a mad conspiracy theorist, so I'm not even going to go there. That's your sort of prison bars, and of course mainstream media and your sort of normal friends and family are your sort of prison guards, of course. As soon as you start saying anything that's a bit out there, they're nah mate, you're crazy, sort of what are you on kind of thing. So it really is a prison, and it's only once you sort of jump that prison wall and become a fugitive away from normality or the mainstream normal life that you just realise the boundless possibilities there are out there for your mind to explore. And it really is extraordinary, and I absolutely love it. I sort of love the fact that I've jumped that prison wall and I'm out there. And honestly, why would you, once you've seen what's beyond, why would you even want to go back to that prison? It'd be a bit like me going to my nearest actual prison. Don't know which one it is. Let's say Belmarsh, whichever one it is, knocking on their door and saying, "Oh, hello there, mate. I haven't actually committed any crimes. I haven't been convicted of anything, but can I actually just come in and live in here, please? And that'd just be crazy. That really would be crazy, wouldn't it? And that is kind of what it is like. Why would you ever want to go back into the mainstream world once you've seen what's beyond it? And he's got a lot of ideas. Like I say, you don't have to accept them all, but at least entertain them, because I've seen it. One of the signs of a truly open mind is that you can take two completely opposing sort of sides of an argument or viewpoints and entertain them both and give them sort of an equal amount of credibility and time. And a classic example of that would be the globe Earth versus flat Earth discussion. I know it's sometimes a little bit more than a discussion, isn't it, there, but the ability to look at both sides of that argument and see merit in each, see flaws in each, is, I think, a sign of a truly open mind. Of course, back in my sort of normal mainstream days, I thought that the whole flat Earth thing was nonsense, and I thought people who thought it was flat were sort of crazy, like mainstream people normally do. But now that I'm on the other side of the prison wall, I can see sort of merits in that. I can also see merits in the globe Earth thing. I suppose where I am, I haven't actually discussed this subject really much on this channel, but as far as the whole globe Earth versus flat Earth thing's concerned, I'm probably 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. Maybe slightly more in favour of the globe Earth, but maybe it's more like 65-35, but in favour of globe. But there's a lot of compelling arguments that the flatties have as well. Just one being, why is it that water, we're told that sort of water always finds a complete level, so much so that you can actually use it as a spirit level, but when you're talking about a globe Earth, all of a sudden it's like that, going around the curvature of the Earth. So, how does that work? And then looking at the other side of the argument, as far as the sort of flat Earth's concerned, how is it that, if the Earth's flat like that and the sun's up here shining down, presumably on the whole of the flat Earth, how is it some places are sort of dark when other places are light? I'm pretty light here now, about 10 in the morning, and I'm sure if I rang someone up in Australia right now, they'd probably tell me it was dark there. So how does that work? So both sides have got, I think, their sort of flaws. Both sides have got their really compelling sides as well, and the jury is completely out in my mind. To be honest with you, I don't think, as far as my life's concerned, I don't think it's an important argument. I don't really care what shape the Earth is, to be honest with you, which is why I don't really ever go on about it normally on this channel. I think there's more important things to worry about, and we need to, I personally think, we need to concentrate on things that you can actually make a difference with, like getting mandates kicked out and getting sort of proposed treaties kicked out and that kind of thing. Something where you can actually take action and make a difference, whereas you can't make any difference with it. And I'm just happy to look at both sides of the argument. I find both sides fascinating, and I don't suppose I'll really know what shape it is until I'm on the other side, as it were, looking down, and I guess then I will find out the truth on that, as I will the truth on everything else. But just going back to this whole prison wall thing, the fact that I am sort of looking at both sides of the argument means that I've kind of come on a long way. I'm not just automatically sort of thinking, oh yeah, you know, this person's crazy for thinking that the Earth is a globe, or this person's crazy because they think that the Earth is flat. I'm looking at both things, and I think that is a classic sign of people who have truly jumped the prison wall and are outside that mainstream kind of world, outside of that world where you're just confined to the world of normalcy and the mainstream. And I think if you can just do that, it's such a great place to be, is what I'm struggling to say here. Some people might feel sorry for someone like me. Oh, you know, how can you sort of think all of these crazy things or entertain all of these crazy things? But I think it is the sign of a truly inquiring mind, which is something I've always had, that you can look at these things and can look at both sides of the argument. I think that's what it's all about. That's why we were given these marvellous sort of things on top of our necks, these sort of huge brains. It's there to be used. It's there to sort of look at all kinds of things from all kinds of different angles and to come up with your own conclusions. And I don't think you should be called crazy just because your conclusion, once you've looked at things from every angle, not just the angle the mainstream wants to push at you, I don't think that means that you're crazy. Anyway, just a few thoughts there, but if you get the chance to see this film, The Dream, on David Icke's channel, do check it out. I can recommend it. I'm not saying that you should go and sign up for his subscription, and even by sort of talking about it, I'm not earning any kind of commission or anything like that from David Icke's channel. I'm just giving you a recommendation. I sort of think it's a film well worth watching, quite fascinating. And this is just one aspect of it. This sort of prison wall thing's just one aspect of it. There's a lot of other mind-blowing concepts in there, like about 100 other things. Anyway, highly recommend The Dream by David Icke. And with that, I'm going to leave you, and I'll be back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.